kick off celebrating the Falcons. These aren't just your run-of-the-mill teams that we're celebrating today. Anybody can cheer for regular old sports teams. Kind of boring. Maybe they'll have fancy uniforms or do some exciting stunts. But at Coral Academy Windmill, we cheer on the ultimate strength, brain power. Yes. We are here today to cheer for our intellectual athletes, our STEM, math, and VEX IQ robotics teams. And just like those ordinary sports teams, these intellectual athletes have been working out. Their brains are heavy lifting, they've been stretching their minds, and probably even running algorithms. I see some impressive skull muscle in front of me today. They sure give us a lot to cheer about. Do you know that there's an actual science that proves the benefits of cheering for our favorite teams? When we unite together toward a common adversary, we get a boost of hormones in our bodies. Defeating that enemy results in an infusion of other chemicals like serotonin that makes us feel good. And working together toward a long-term goal, that's a dopamine rush in our brains. We can all use a burst of feel-good hormones to enhance our mood. By focusing on positive outcomes, we want to achieve like visioning, acing a competition, or winning a championship that elevates our emotional well-being. And when our team wins, we all get to share in their success and bask in their glory. But it's not just these natural hormones that make us feel happy, motivate us, and bring us satisfaction. When we form an emotional connection with another person or group that brings us closer together as a Coral Academy community. And there are benefits to the team, too, to have their home crowd rooting for them. There's a real home field advantage that spurs more victories when teams are surrounded by their fans. And you guys are awesome fans. And don't even get me started on the science that goes into cheerleading. I was a cheerleader, it's a sport. Did you know that competitive teams date all the way back to cavemen? It goes back thousands of years to our tribal hunter-gatherer ancestors, and according to psychologists, those early tribes are the reason behind our modern-day longing to pledge allegiance to certain groups or teams. Back then, it was all about knowing who could you trust in order to survive. Today, it's more about forming groups that care about each other or share common goals and finding a place where we belong, like the Falcons family. So on behalf of the City of Henderson, it is my honor to kick off this pep rally and join you in rooting for these amazing teams. I can't wait to celebrate your wins with you. Go Falcons!
How can STEAM make your life more successful, and what did STEAM do to your life?
So part of my job, it's never the same. It's always a different topic, and it's either deciding whether a new building should come in, or a new construction should happen, or a new employer should come into Henderson, and where the best place for a road would be, or whether or not we should have a new park somewhere. So it helps to have an understanding of how those things work. I don't have to be the expert on it, but I do have to be able to understand what the experts are telling me. And if I hadn't had a very strong STEM education, I would have a problem there. And it does nobody any good to have their leaders of their community not understanding how things work and what is the best way for them to work.
My name is Halim Tanyeri, and I want to ask a question. How is STEAM important to the world?
STEAM is important in every aspect of our lives. If you just where you're sitting right now, you are the future of our entire world. What you are learning today will create the jobs and fill the jobs of tomorrow that will help us become advanced in manufacturing, advanced in technology, advanced in medicine, all the things that people need to make their lives better. You are the ones learning right now how to make that happen. And without STEAM, we would be back into the caveman era. We would not know how to build buildings. We would not know how to fix plumbing. We wouldn't know how to make sure that our roads are safe and that our bridges aren't going to collapse and things like that. So STEAM has a part in every single aspect of our lives, and it is critical that you guys pay attention and learn so that you can take care of all of us when we're old, and you can make sure that our community keeps thriving and that we keep advancing and that we keep being the best we can possibly be.
My question is, what is your mission for the future of STEAM in Nevada?
So just as I said before, STEAM and education in general, to me, is one of the very most important things that we need to focus on as a community, for the very reasons that I said. Without a quality education, you can't have the future that your potential could be otherwise. We need to make sure that our children have as many choices, that our parents have as many choices as they possibly can for deciding what is the best type of education for each child. Nobody knows better than your own parents what environment you'll thrive in. And so the most I can do is make sure that you have those opportunities, that there are opportunities for different types of school to fit the different types of needs of students. Also, we want to make sure that we hold our educators accountable and make sure that they are performing to the level we need them to be. And so part of my job is to make sure that I'm asking the right questions and making sure that we have available programs and funding to make sure you have what you need in the city of Henderson and in your schools, to make sure you have all the latest programs and you have the opportunity and equipment that you need to have programs like this, and the teachers and the programs that create those types of things.
Go! Wait a minute, we gotta take it down just a little bit. That even hurt my ears. Okay, so we're gonna go half. That's how amazing you are. When I say Falcon, you say pride. Falcon. 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 When I say miss, you say Romero. Miss. Miss.